Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where I just went through, did a little bit of Mech Warrior promotion. We didn't grab any skills, just a couple of moving along the tracks, and we actually need to tick forward 4 days here. Just like this. Hopefully it actually pauses, and it did. Wonderful. Okay, so now we have our Mech Warriors good to go, and we are ready to deploy. This is a recovery mission. Really bad pay, and really mediocre salvage, actually. Oh my. Target acquisition? Yeah, I'll pass on that. Thanks. We may want to consider doing one of these much more difficult ones, though. This is a battle here. This is a blackout. I'd love to see... Actually, this is halfway decent salvage here. Because this is that target acquisition one. This is just a destroy base. I think we're going to go for this. And let's see here. 419 versus 625. Yeah, we'll definitely go for 625. I think we're going to do this. We're going to just go for some mission that is perhaps a little too difficult. I'm going to take everybody out of their current mechs. And we're going to start this over again. So we're going to do something kind of like, not in the Raven. Hang on a moment. I wanted to do the Gladiator. There we go. And then we'll probably have, say, Coach in the Vulcan. Perhaps Devourer in the Raven. I want to have Plato in the Stalker. I think Time Lord in the Panther. Rancher in the Panther. Time Lord should be in the Blackjack. And then we will have Warboar in the Stealth and Squire in the Cronus. Yep, the Gladiator is underweight. Let's go. So this is a destroy base in the lowlands. It is 2.5 skulls. So this is the hardest mission that I think we've done yet, in theory. We'll see if RNG decides that it's a difficult mission or not. Because who knows? It could be, you know, sure, there's 15 mechs that you have to kill, but they're all just under-armored fleas that die in a single artillery shot. Or it could be, well, I hope you enjoy dealing with 15 Orions. Who can tell? But that's RogueTech for you, and apparently I'm missing my microphone a bit. There we go. So we need to destroy structures in the smuggling base and escape. We've seen a rise in the quantity of unregistered small arms on Kostrovia. A heavily armed population makes Merrick operations more difficult. We've tracked the weapons back to a hidden smuggling base operated by pirate forces. That base needs to be destroyed. I'm not expecting a lot of defenders, Commander, but there are likely to be turrets. There's a bonus if we wipe the base garrison out as well. That's your call as the situation on the ground develops. Okay. Oh my, the base is literally right here? Our intel was right. There aren't any nearby reinforcements, but there are fixed gun emplacements. Moved up, neutralize the turrets, and level that base. Watch out for that garrison, Commander. It's nothing too dangerous, but every bit of damage costs. Olivia out.
All right, everyone.
Okay, so we see a standard shredder turret. We see an enemy blackjack. We see a dual mortar. And that's kind of it. That's all we see right now.
What's up, boss?
Oh, a cicada right here. Hang on a moment. Look at this. We should reserve, though, and allow the cicada to move. Who is this moving right now? The Raven? We should reserve.
Waiting for the shot.
The Cronus reserves. There's something out there that we don't see. Okay, LRMs. But look at all these evasive pips, and we're braced. They were never going to do damage. We're going to reserve again. And yes, I know this builds up hesitancy. They were never going to hit. We're utilizing all of these to our advantage, while at the same time neutralizing their advantage from dropping in with all these evasive pips. We reserve one more time here, and now their cicada will move. Okay. And now we can come up over here with our Vulcan. Because now we can actually hit this cicada. Maybe. We can maybe actually hit the cicada. The blackjack backs off. Doesn't do much. We do see that there is a hunchback over here. That is the SRM variant of hunchbacks. Okay. We are moving up with our Raven to this position right here.
Confirmed.
Because I want to tag this cicada.
Copy that.
We did succeed in tagging it. That's ideal. Okay. The Panther... Well, the Panther is going to be working on something else entirely. We've got this dual mortar here. We've got this Thumper artillery emplacement. The Thumper has to go this round.
I'm your spaniel.
So the Stalker is going to help out with that.
Engaging target.
Enemy structure is weakening.
Okay. The Blackjack is also going to help out with that. We're not too concerned about the dual mortar. The standard shredder turret is awkward. Okay, that's the Thumper turret gone. Fantastic.
Destroyed.
Now we can move up here with the Cronus,
Move order.
with the idea being, ideally, killing the cicada, but I kind of doubt we will here. That's a structure exposure, though. They're going to fire on the Cronus in minimum range, but that's that mortar. It does a small amount of damage to a lot of mechs.
What do you need?
Okay. I need the Gladiator to make its way over this way. We can just barely get there, and then we can fire on the dual mortar. We hit one. That's okay.
Orders.
The Stealth can come up over here, like so.
I copy.
Our hit odds are pretty bad on everything but the streak, and we're going to just fire the streak so that we don't accidentally do any backstabbing.
Critical hit, Commander.
That was solid, though.
Reporting. Serious armor loss.
Yes, indeed. There's something out here with a fair amount of autocannon. Noted.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, the Stalker is, honestly, I think going to finish the cicada. Is our Vulcan too close? Or our Cronus? Our Cronus might be too close. Maybe we should just drop Arrow 4s in the base.
Locked and loaded. Here it comes.
Enemy
Just like that.
structure eliminated.
So the base is now very close to being dead.
Ready to rock.
I'm going to move up over here with the Vulcan. What we do see, we see a heavy rifle position and a javelin. Okay. I say we move up here with the Vulcan and backstab this guy. The cicada is very likely to die from this angle.
Locking off. All weapons distant.
And there we go. One dead cicada.
Bye-bye.
Wonderful. Their Blackjack moves up, fires on the Vulcan, hits with both autocannons. That's a little bit unfortunate because now this heavy rifle position is likely to do a number on the Vulcan.
What's up, Commander?
But that's okay. We're going to move up with the Cronus for right now. And maybe be a bit of a distraction, hopefully. And I think we're probably going to fire on the Blackjack here. That's what our better odds are on. Okay.
Gotta shut down. Can't
Oh.
get enough heat.
I didn't expect a shutdown there. I should have, though, because we walked through fire. And I knew that we were walking through fire. I should have checked. I just didn't. That's my own fault, but, I mean, the Cronus is going to pull fire from the Vulcan, that's for sure. With it being shut down like that. We're going to move up with the Raven to right here.
Double time. Let's go.
And I want to hit this Blackjack. There we go. It's now tagged.
Yes, boss.
Our Blackjack is going to drop fire on the Javelin here, I think. And hopefully we'll also hit their Blackjack. That was not ideal, but it'll have to do. The Gladiator is not really in a position to do much of anything other than fire on the dual mortar again, and that's exactly what we're doing.
Targeting for an alpha.
Okay. That'll have to do.
Commander.
The Panther is going to fall back over this way
That.
and continue to drop fire on the Javelin.
Affirmative.
Okay. That's some damage. The Hunchy closes in, fires on the Cronus. We're not surprised by this. Okay. We'll see what that rifle position decides to do. Probably fire on the Cronus, is my bet.
Waiting for
That
orders.
was definitely a mistake that I made. There's no doubt about that. We're moving up with the stealth,
Let's go.
and we're going to continue to fire on that blackjack. We are firing everything this time, though. It's a structure exposure. Nothing amazing there, though. Okay, the mortar fires over here.
My old mama can hit harder than that.
Yep, that's pretty much what we expected on the Cronus.
Got something.
Mistakes were made. I'm actually going to sit slightly further back here. They're clustered up in an interesting fashion. Oh, rifle ammo explosion. I wasn't expecting a kill there.
The way we do it.
We'll take it. Okay, so the Javelin is going to move over there. Offensive pushing the Cronus. Fair enough.
What are your orders?
We're going to move in with the Vulcan. This is now a safe-ish distance. We're going to fire on this Hunchy.
Here we go.
Okay, that'll do.
Receiving you.
The Raven needs to kind of make its way up over here, honestly, and start working on this heavy rifle position. This would overheat us. I think we're going to not fire the tag here. Actually, the tag doesn't really generate heat. Maybe not the small laser magnas. I really want to, though. It's a really low chance of a shutdown and no chance of ammo explosion. I think we're just going to take the overheat. Okay.
I'm here.
Next, the Panther. The obvious choice is to put artillery right in this area. So we're actually going to attack ground dead in the middle. I don't know if that hit or not. Okay, it hit right there. That's ideal.
Yeah?
We're going to continue moving up with our Gladiator, and we should be able to finish off the dual mortar now.
Roger.
The Gladiator was just... Oh, really? On 90% hit odds? Okay. Whatever. I was really hoping to have that dual mortar dead, but no such luck. So the Hunchback and the Javelin are a little spread out now. We're going to continue hitting the Javelin, though, and that actually hit both of them. That's perfect.
Wait your command.
Same thing with the Stalker.
Engaging target.
That was a lot of damage to that Javelin.
I think I hit something good.
That's an ejection. Wonderful.
Orders.
Okay, the Cronus obviously needs to restart.
Back online.
They're firing on the Blackjack. That's completely fine, actually. Ooh. Hang on a moment.
Commander, I'm wounded.
Hang on a moment, though.
Hot damn. Let's do
Does
this.
this guy have an AC-20? That must be an AC-20. Yeah, an AC-20 would one-shot that leg. We got a little lucky that the ammo didn't explode.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, we're going to come around back here and look to fire on this heavy rifle position. We're going to have to avoid firing most things here, though. Yeah. Not much damage dealt there.
Ready to get it on.
The stealth, however, is going to close in and finish the job.
Locked on. All weapons.
Well, I hoped that that would have finished the job. We didn't quite get through the armor, actually.
I'm here.
The Stalker is going to, I think, hit the standard shredder.
Acknowledge.
Okay, structure exposure there.
Confirmed.
The Vulcan is going to come up here and 100% finish off this heavy rifle position.
Firing.
Actually, it has a lot of internal structure. So unless we get good crits... We did get crits, but not what we needed.
Critical hit.
Okay.
Something I can
The Cronus, however, can come up over here. This is a rear arc attack on the Hunchy. Alternately, we could just finish off this military building. and sink some heat. And that's what we're going to do.
Time to bug out.
Okay, so we could get to the evac now if we wanted to. I'm very sad about that blackjack leg hit, though. But I'm going to bring the gladiator up over here, and once and for all, this dual mortar is going to die. Or not. These things have a lot of internal structure. Okay. Well, the Hunchback isn't doing anything.
Standing by.
The question is, do we go for the standard shredder turret with the Panther? And I think the only possible answer is yes. That's a couple of engine crits there.
Scored a critical hit.
There's nothing else that they can actually do to the Blackjack right now, though. Other than that, I suppose.
My internals are taking a beating.
Okay.
Let's do this.
So the Blackjack is going to stand up here. And all of these die next round, so we're actually not too concerned about the Blackjack's health. Yeah. 100% all of these die.
Yup,
The Vulcan's going to just make its way up over here.
I got you.
And this should be a kill. We're going to fire the machine gun.
All weapons. Go.
There we go. That was a lot of engine crits.
Down, Commander.
Yeah.
The Cronus can come up over here
Position confirmed.
and finish off the Shredder turret. Like, this is not even a concern. There we go.
Target destroyed. Receiving you.
The Stealth can make its way back over this way, or we can come in and hit the Hunchy, which is what we're going to do because the Gladiator is almost certainly not going to be able to hit the Hunchy. Okay. Some decent damage there.
Good to go.
We'll take it. The Raven can sprint up over this way. This is actually rear arc. Can we get away with firing the SRM? Not really. So we'll just tag it. There we go.
They will be done.
The Stalker is 100% hitting the Hunchy.
Roger that.
Okay. That'll do. The Gladiator finishing off this dual mortar, and hopefully it actually finishes it. Nope, it does not. Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. We're going to see if we can finish it with the Panther here. Do we need to turn? We may need to turn. Oh, are we within minimum range? That might be minimum range.
Roger that. Target.
I guess we'll just attack the Hunchy and knock him down. Okay.
Waiting for orders.
The Blackjack is definitely within minimum range. We're just going to back off and attack ground right here.
Copy that.
It's still not dead. Well, it decided to attack the Vulcan instead, so we're okay with that. The Hunchy gets up. Sets itself on fire. Attacks the Cronus, but does basically nothing.
Reporting. Minimal damage.
Sounds good. Whose turn is it? Oh, Devourer.
Standing by.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and close in over here.
Position confirmed.
And I kind of want to fire the SRM-4 streak here.
Engaging target.
Yeah, that was worthwhile.
Solid connection on that one.
Indeed.
Standing by.
The Stalker is going to continue hitting the Hunchy. There's no way that turret survives another round of the Gladiator hitting it. Oh, that's an ejection. Wonderful.
Ready to rock.
So the Vulcan can now come in over this way and back up the Gladiator just in case it missed or something.
Fun time.
Or do some kill stealing. That works too. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's replace the leg for that Blackjack. That's unfortunately going to be relatively expensive. I think we're still profitable on this mission. It was just a bit of I was going to say it was bad luck, but honestly, I should have realized that that was an AC-20 on that turret. It was my own fault. So we're going to proceed here, and what do we want? Bolt-on AMS? Oh my. They're also volatile, so I don't know about that. We probably want to grab these thumpers, though. Maybe some of these engine cores. We'll grab them for now, but we'll come back if there's anything that we really want, like thumper ammo. Yeah, we're going to not take the engine core 180, and we're instead going to take that thumper ammo. Okay, because we lost a thumper ammo with the leg destruction, right? So we need to replace that. Okay, we got a blackjack part, we got a cicada part, we got 3 hunchback parts. We have 1 million of those javelin parts already. I'm going to sell the AMS flare. I don't think that I would use that. It's a bolt-on. I'm not too interested in that right now. The LRM-15 we can sell. These are just bog standard medium lasers. We don't need them. Medium rifle, get out of here. We've already got engine core 200s. I mostly grabbed those for cold hard cash. This heatsink can go. These jump jets, we don't need it. Primitive cockpit, no thanks. Standard heatsink cooling, no thanks. Standard fusion engine, no thanks. AC-20 ammo, we don't have any of that. We'll keep it around. This mortar ammo can go, but we'll keep the thumper ammo. Now, how much is that going to cost? Oof. That leg destruction is probably going to be, what, at least 70k? Bare minimum? Possibly more. Like, torso destructions are, I think, more expensive than leg destructions, but 100k, 10 days. That's my guess. $150k, 10 days. Don't get started on it, actually. I want to manually replace that. So, the Gladiator, I don't think actually took any damage. Yeah, it did not. The Vulcan took a tiny amount of armor damage. We'll just replace that. Simple enough. 5k 2 days. That's absolutely fine. The Panther is going to be about a ton put back on. That's okay. 3k 1 day. The Cronus here, it actually took a fair amount of armor damage. So, yeah, that's quite a bit, indeed. 16k 4 days. We'll do it. And then finally, the Blackjack. Now, of course, the Panther is going to be... The Panther is going to be replaced as soon as the Trebuchet is online. We do want to put that Thumper ammo back in. Let's see here. Thumper ammo here. There we go. And then we want to max out that sweet, sweet armor. That'll do. That'll definitely do. We could think about, however, if we have the slots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we just have the slots to squeak in a ferrofibrous. And with that, put on a little bit more in the armor department, particularly in these legs. So take this up to perhaps 50 so that they can't just get one shot, or actually 60, so they can't just get one shot by an AC-20 like that. And then I would also like to bring up the arms a little bit. Yeah, that's about the best we can do. Okay. Yeah, that'll take 200k to do that, but that's fine. I'm not concerned. The Mongoose and Gladiator are both good to go. So I do want to have the Trebuchet as the top priority. The Cronus is the secondary. Blackjack is the tertiary. So we are going to have to take forward quite a few days here. So we're going to take forward just a few. Get these mechs back online. The work on the Blackjack and the Cronus is all done. Squire is a technician, so we'll tell him to share his ideas with Yang or spend a week in the mech bay. Okay, we got a medium laser magna. He's unavailable for 7 days. Sounds good. Now the Trebuchet isn't done, but everything else is. And we have a financial report in 3 days, so we can go out again. That is wonderful. For now, though, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to do another one of those slightly more difficult missions, and hopefully it'll be actually more difficult as opposed to just me mispositioning. You can leave your offerings. Did I already do that? I'm not sure I did. I'm going to do it again. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I'll see you all next time. I may have done it once. I may have done it twice. You will know, but I will never know. I suppose unless you comment and tell me. Then I might know. This is a problem.